Do snitches get stitches?
Do snitches get stitches? There is a code in the streets. In some cases, snitches do get stitches. Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Cortez. What's your name?
My name is Celine.
Hi, my name is Forrest.
How you doing, Forrest?
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what's up, Ariana? So do you know why we're here? You know what we're gonna talk about today?
That you were in a gang, but you're not active.
That is correct. Are you guys familiar with any gangs?
Yeah, kind of. Sometimes I watch like Boys in the Hood and stuff like that with my dad, so.
Oh, okay, Boys in the Hood, that's a good movie. What is your idea of a gang member or being in a gang?
They would probably look like a person with baggy jeans or a cap, like maybe a golden chain.
Okay, fair enough. What about you?
Just thinking of people like a little like cruel.
Violence, I guess, and drugs involved, and usually getting in trouble, I guess, a lot.
All I know is that shoes hang up from the electrical wires. That's all I know about gangs.
So what did you do in a gang?
I didn't do too much, you know, out of the ordinary. It was just like, you know, I still went to school for the most part. I would show up to school.
Did your teacher know that you were in a gang?
Pretty sure they did. But after I got kicked out of the school, I kind of just fell off.
Oh.
Fell off with that.
How come you got kicked out?
Because I was bad.
Oh, okay.
Why did you join a gang?
I felt like a lot of times as a kid in my family growing up, I wasn't accepted. And so, you know, this was easy. I loved the lifestyle. I was infatuated with the entire culture. I had a lot of homeboys from the neighborhood that were in gangs. Like, that doesn't necessarily deem us as like bad people or anything like that. You know that, right?
Do you think people in gangs are bad people?
I don't think they're bad people, but they might do bad stuff.
So what kind of activities, I guess, did you guys do as a gang on a daily basis?
You know, link up, smoke some weed, shoot some dice, play basketball, drink.
I hope you didn't get drunk when you drank alcohol.
Well, alcohol does that to you. Like, it takes you out of your normal self and
Makes you dizzy.
makes you a little dizzy, you know.
Sometimes you collapse. Sometimes you run across the street like a horror movie.
Right.
Did your parents know that you were in a gang as well?
Yeah, my mom was not like accepting of it. She gave me all the values that I needed to have to be successful, but it still comes down to choice. And I just chose to live a lifestyle that, you know, I wasn't really raised to live, but, you know, I did it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever went to jail?
Yes, unfortunately, I have went to jail before.
What for?
It was driving without a license. I got caught with drugs.
Have you ever carried a gun?
Yes, I actually have carried a gun before.
How old were you when you first held a gun?
I was probably about 16.
Did you ever have to shoot anybody? Or at anybody?
I played a part in a lot of activities in the streets.
And how did that make you feel pointing a gun at somebody else?
I never said I pointed a gun at somebody else.
I thought you were kind of getting there.
Hey man, you're a great interviewer. You almost got me right there.
So did you have to do like any horrible things or things you didn't want to do?
I never did anything that I didn't want to do. I have done some horrible things that I'm not proud of doing.
Why did you do something bad? You should think in your mind, should I do this or should I not? But you chose the wrong choice.
You're right.
You did it.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Have you learned from your mistakes?
I'm continuing to learn from my mistakes.
Did you ever have any like friend gang members? Did they have ever died?
Yes. Yep. Unfortunately, I lost a couple from my actual block.
Do you think that gun violence or any type of violence is necessary?
At this stage in my life, no. I think that you can always effectively communicate with one another to resolve anything. I don't think nothing should result in violence.
If they say something mean to you, say stop, but if they don't, turn away, breathe, and then say how you feel, and then ignore them if they just keep saying it.
Wow. Why didn't I think of that back in the day?
When did you start realizing that what you were doing was wrong?
21 turning 22, started to think about some of the things that I was doing. I made a decision to live different and to do something different. I got kids to take care of, so it started being more about them and less about the neighborhood. It's funny, I actually work with youth now. I'm the recreational specialist for late night, so I'm the supervisor over all the late night programs in all community centers that I used to go to and get kicked out of when I was a kid. And so it's dope to actually be back in the hood and giving back and being over the program that we was always at when we was young. Do you think that people that are in gangs or was in gangs, do you think that they could like change and do good?
Well, yeah. I mean, you did it. So if you can do it, anybody else can do it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That makes sense.
Thank you for your time. Let me ask you questions.
For sure,
It was
Forrest.
nice meeting you.
All right, man. See you guys. You guys stay out of trouble.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Remember what I told you.
I got you.
Peace.